is, we've got 53 degrees here, about 21 away from the hour on KWN today, the 8th day of October. Time now for the Newsmaker segment as we take a look at what's going on. We welcome Dade County Executive Ted Rumley to the studios and the Newsmaker segment. Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning, Evan.
How are you, sir?
Beautiful morning this morning.
Absolutely.
Be a pretty day.
Absolutely. Yeah. Kerry was just mentioning the fact that every day could be like this. Beautiful weather over the last 2 or 3 days, and probably going to get some rain for the hurricane coming up over the weekend.
Kind of looks like it. Sure
but,
does.
But hey, we've enjoyed a few days. Well, welcome back to the program. We always get you to update on several projects that are going on. So, what would you like to?
Well, we'll start as we have been a few weeks, but we've really got making really good progress out on the mountain at the lake. They made their last pour yesterday, as far as concrete goes, on the deck of the vaults cover, and so probably tomorrow, we're going to play this rain by ear, but we'll start putting dirt back in. We'll go ahead and. We've got to cut the road down on both ends a little bit, but we'll be finishing up the dirt work, and by the end of next week, we should be, what's according to the weather with the rain, but we should be putting gravel on top, getting ready for pavement, on that road bed out there. So it's really went real well, and knock on wood, the weather's really, like I said, has worked really good with us out there, and so we moved right ahead of schedule, and so that's a good thing. As soon as we pull off that, actually next week, we're going to pull a crew off, and we'll start prepping our roads that we're going to be paving, getting them ready, and may even be putting some asphalt down while they're finishing that up out there next week. We'll just have to play it by ear on the weather. So in the next week or the next, be aware that we will be paying. I'll bring you a list next week of the roads that we'll be blacktopping, where people can kind of know. And be aware of that. Then our next important project, which will be there, into the winter, will be County Road 6. And as I said, we've already had been out there, looking and getting our game plan together of what we're going to do, who's going to do what, as far as the drilling goes and all. And so that's pretty much the big things that are going on right now, And as far as roads go, and then of course we've got. One of the big topics at our meeting the other night that we were talking about, or we kind of informed the people that the bids that came in was on our ambulance service. That's going to be there's going to be a lot of serious talks about that, meetings, and because it's real critical. Because any way you want to look at it, by February we will have a new ambulance service in Dade County rolling.
Yeah, because the current provider, Puckett, our priority EMS that is now owned, Puckett is now owned by, did not bid. Now, I will tell you, we're running a story, Walker County, who had done their bid openings a few weeks prior to Dade, announced this week that they are going with Memorial EMS. So
that's correct.
Memorial EMS will be taking over for the Walker County Emergency Service.
That's correct.
And Memorial did they were one of the three that did.
They were the low bid. They were actually low bid on of us, but still, there's a lot of things to be worked out. Because we're totally different than Walker. They're a lot larger county, and we've got a mountain that separates us, and also there's a lot of little things that are really big things, sound little, but that really we have to look at when we actually make this final decision. And but we feel good about it. I'm just glad that they did come in and bid it, because Walker, the Memorial, that is one of our trauma centers, and of course they have a establishment here in Dade County, and as they do in Walker and many other counties. But I'm glad that they actually have showed interest in this, and that they are going to get into the ambulance business. Now they're in the ambulance business in the Tennessee or in the Chattanooga. They always kept ambulances, to transport. But as far as this is a new venture for them too, to reach out into other parts of the tri-state area and actually run emergency service. So
I think maybe every third or fourth day of the week they provide emergency services for East Ridge. So they do run emergency services, and I will say when years ago I worked for Memorial EMS, and one of the things that we did, we went out to rural hospitals and did critical transports
Yeah, really.
To other hospitals, and we would transfer a patient that was unable to fly for a medical reason. We would go out to Sequatchie County or Marion County or some of the other counties, and we would bring patients to the bigger facilities in Chattanooga. So I don't know if they still do that or not, but I know that they did a lot of critical transports back a few years ago. Explain, and you may not, and maybe that's not the question to be able to ask, but Dade County government is required to do a lot of things. You're required to provide a jail. You're required to provide, the court system and all of these different public, but you're not required as a government to pay for ambulance service.
No, that's one thing that you're not really, you're not required to do, but it's a necessity that you have to have. I mean, that's common sense, I mean, you've got to have ambulance service. If you,
I always thought that was really strange.
It is odd. It is odd. But there's a lot of things in that
require you to provide ambulance service.
They're kind of odd. I mean, we're required to have a sheriff and a number 2 man, but as far as deputies, I mean, if you read it, you really, you're not really, forced to actually have, you've got to have that. It's common sense, you've got to have it, but if you read, things that a county or city has to have, there's certain things that a city has to have, I mean, and to actually consider themselves an incorporated, city, but you've got to use common sense on things, and this is one critical part of government, that you make government, because you can't let your people dial 911 and say, okay, we can get an ambulance out of Chattanooga, that's not going to happen, you can't do that, but we feel good about it. I mean, the commission and of course Alex and I, we've been working really hard even before the meeting the other night, on this, and we feel that as an end result, we'll have a quality service here in our county. Yeah.
Well, that'll be coming up, and now it will require a full vote of the commission as far as what service to go with. But of course, Walker County, we know that's going with Memorial, and you've already said Memorial is a low bid. So I would say you're in negotiations with all 3 of them, but Memorial would be the one, I guess you could say, would be out in front at this point.
Well, they're the low bid, but you don't always have to go with the low, quote on it. But still, when you look at the others, if they did come in, you can look at it a lot of ways. But they would be kind of like, I think you said at one time, like on an island of their own here. They would not have any support from any of the other counties as far as related to them. One thing about Memorial, it is a trauma hospital. They have a place here in the county, and plus Walker County is going. So as far as when we did have a really busy few hours there, if our ambulance was just going crazy, then we would have help coming in floating, just like similar to what we got with Puckett. Puckett floats ambulances in when ours are gone. They float them in from different counties. So
being a rural area like Dade County is and Walker County is on the south end especially, your average transport in an ambulance is going to be anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes, and it's imperative you've got an ambulance that's tied up sometimes for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
So I mean, coverage. I used to say when I was active with the ambulance service, you've heard me say this, that coverage cost. That's what really costs the most money, because it takes 2 ambulances to run every call in Dade County.
That's
and
true.
You say, what do you mean? Well, because when one ambulance goes out, and we hear one going by the station right now, when an ambulance goes out, you immediately need to have another one in
right
route
there,
or
ready to go,
ready to go, because you may have another call in 5 minutes, and it may be medically more necessity than the one that just went out on. So
exactly right.
Coverage costs. So it takes 2 ambulances to run every call when you're in a rural area,
right.
Especially.
Exactly right. But,
the County Road 6, I know you hit on that just a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you have a time frame of how long the County Road 6 will be shut down?
County Road 6, from the looks of it, we've been all down on the underside of it, and there's a little bit more than we thought that we're going we're going to go ahead and fix it while we're up there. It's about another 150 foot of wall. But, you're looking at, we'll probably have that road shut down probably at least 2 months. I mean, I just don't, and hopefully less, because of maybe if the weather works, but we're starting this, kind of right here at the beginning of winter. If we have a real mild November, December, where we may rock and roll with it and get it done, but it is what it is, as far as the process goes, and if the weather works with us. But we're looking at possibly having it maximum, closed for 2 months, about 60 days. But I'm hoping that's a stretched number. I hope we can do it quicker than that, but we'll just we'll know more about it once we get involved in it and get it actually get in and see what how the boring will go as far as drilling the holes where the piling's going to go for the wall and all that, so we can keep up with it. But there's we'll keep people updated on it, once we get started on it.
The advanced voting for the general election is starting next week with the advanced voting in the state of Georgia. Now, Monday is a holiday for government offices.
All state and federal, everybody. I think all
Columbus Day.
Yeah, Columbus Day.
Yeah. And so there will be no county offices, and that goes for no advanced voting. The advanced voting will start Tuesday because of the way the holiday lands.
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah.
I want to make mention of that. Lawana had sent us that information yesterday.
Yeah.
So no advanced voting. You can request an absentee ballot if you'd like to have one mailed to you. You can request those.
And some people have had problems. They've actually been a lot of people that's requested, and they've got they haven't gotten them. I'm talking about weeks ago they request them, and so we've had one person here in the county that's really been trying to follow up on that, and we've actually they got a tracer website you can go on to trace your ballot, kind of like FedEx tracing your package. But I didn't realize until just a few days ago that these things are mailed out of Arizona.
I would think
it's a subcontractor.
Whoever is whoever prints them.
That's right.
And I would think that would go to the lowest
But once
bidder.
it goes out, they've got a paper trail. You can actually go on. But strange thing about his has been mailed from Arizona like for 7 days. We still hadn't got it here. And he's not the only one. There's several people that's that way, not just in Dade County, but I'm sure there's probably hundreds, if not more than that, throughout Georgia. But it is a concern, right now. But
I guess we can speak on that just a little bit. The advanced voting will start at 71 Case Avenue, there at the voter registration office in the commission meeting room. Now, it will be open in person. They have made all kinds of COVID-19 restrictions, but you can go vote. We've had several elections over the summer that people voted in person. They've got the plexiglass up.
Feel safe. That's right.
There's masks. I mean, you can feel safe voting in person.
And Alex, we got the all the chemicals that we use now. That actually would go in and the evenings. And we got these foggers that go in and take care of all the, and it kills like 99.9% of your anything, bacteria or germs or whatever. But so you can come in. We do ask you to wear a mask. Come in, because we offer those right when you come in. Hand sanitizer, got the face shields and all that. So just feel safe. If you want to come and vote. If not, and you got your ballot, we've got the drive up. Box out there, right out in front. It's been hit a few times, but it works.
She checks it someone from the voter registration office
twice a day.
Twice.
Yeah,
brings those in.
Yeah, and there's cameras on it 24/7. So it is secure. As far as that goes. So either way, you can drive it and not even have to get out of your car. So just feel safe though. If you still want to go the normal way, come in and vote. It's just it's really. It's your choice, but feel sure that we've taken all precautions, as far as the spread of the COVID-19.
Well, Commissioner, we thank you, of course, coming in and being a part of the Newsmaker segment every week here on Thursday. Got to give us an update of what's going on with county government. How can they get in touch with you in case we sparked any questions?
423-667-8999 and 657-4625 is our office number. And my cell number is 423-667-8999. And also, I'll mention, Carrie, we do the 3 o'clock update on Thursdays, and be sure to tune in for that. And she's got several things that she's going to go over with you. And we've got Haley Smith, I think you said, is going to be on there from Sheriff's Department. And so at 3 o'clock, just tune into that. If not, you can watch it, the replays on the Evan, or when she puts it online. So just give us a call if we can help you, or call any of our commissioners. We'll try to be there for you.
All right, sounds good. Dade County Executive Ted Rumley every Thursday with us on the Newsmaker segment here on News Radio 101.3 and 1420 AM KWN, and of course on KWN TV. We'll have more coming up on